Listen, it's a fact that self improvement has had massive benefits both towards your life and my life. But just like anything in life, there's some negative aspects to it. And the main one I want to focus on in today's video is the effects of self improvement on your own ego. Because it actually makes a lot of people a little too confident. They start viewing themselves as this higher figure, and everyone else who isn't on it, who isn't on this journey, is just below them, you know? That's a very bad way to view life, and I want to explain why. So, I was scrolling on like Discord, you know? It was this server of like League of Legends content that I used to be very active in a couple of years ago. Now I'm not as much. And it was like the regular guys there talking about how they're studying for their exams for like biology or maths to be engineers. And they were talking about how much effort they're putting in, how they're studying so hard. And I was looking at that like a little smirk, you know? I was like, you guys don't know anything. Because I thought that they just were stuck in the matrix, man. It's like I thought that I was some prophet who had all of the knowledge of life, and they're just stuck in this, you know, programmed world like, okay, go to school, get the job, get the degree, you know. But it was actually just regular people working on their regular goals, making progress, you know, feeling good about themselves, putting in the effort. And that's awesome. And I was sitting there like scrolling and reading all of that. I haven't done anything. Like, where is my confidence? Where is this ego coming from? And I thought about this a couple of hours ago because when you're on self improvement, you are different from others. And that's just a guarantee. You know, most people don't meditate, they don't journal, they don't work on their online business. But the thing is, you're actually on self improvement because you're different. It's not that once you got on it, you became different. To be on this journey, to put it like that, there has to be something wrong with you in a way. Because let's be real here, meditation, it has helped both your and mine attention span. It has helped us be more concentrated, be more mindful throughout the day. Well, guess what? That was a problem we had before we started it. And that problem isn't normal. Like when I go outside on the street, most people are actually quite focused. They're present, they're not so distracted as it's constantly said that the average man, like 99% of men are this, 99% of it's actually false. You know, regular people outside, they are regular people, but we aren't. You and I, we are pieces of shit, but because of that, we are actually working on being less and less shit, actually trying to become someone good, you know. That's what separates us. But we have to be aware of where we started, you know. Not that we've gotten to some magical place of success and wealth and everything. You still gotta appreciate your roots, you know, what you came from. Because I can't be sitting there feeling bigger than a guy who's working towards becoming a doctor when I still haven't even done anything. We see all these videos on YouTube of how I made $10,000 a month after 1 year of work, how I got 5 million followers after 3 years of dedication. We gotta remember, it's how the person who made the video did it, it's not how you did it, it's not how I did it. You gotta be aware of that fact because all of the success stories that are on self-improvement YouTube, they kinda shift the way you see the world, which is a good thing because you need to be seeing success to know what's possible. But you also have to be realistic and see the world through your own eyes because You haven't done shit. The person who's making this video, which is catered towards you, they've got success, they've got wealth. You don't. Neither do I. We gotta be aware of that. And it's something that by knowing, it's much easier for you to actually get out of it and progress. Because Hamza, for example, he talked about how he's obviously gotten very rich and how when he has children eventually, even if all of his businesses go straight down, they plummet, he can lock himself in a room and in like half a year he will still be rich as fuck. And that sounds very cool, you know? Even if you're absolutely broke, through all the knowledge you've gathered over the years, you can climb back up in no time. And I thought of myself like that, like, well, even if I don't do this and that, if I just work very hard for like 6 months, I'll be a millionaire. It's just false. I'm seeing the world through the, not my own eyes, the eyes of the creator of the videos I'm watching, but they're a completely different person. They've put in thousands of hours of work, 10-hour days, 12-hour days. I haven't done that. I don't have the experience. I don't have the actual results yet because I haven't put in the inputs. I don't have the outputs because there's no inputs. I haven't put in the work to get rich and whatever. I need to know that, and so do you. Because you can't have this ego that you're some top businessman and people working regular jobs, getting regular degrees, they're stuck in the matrix. They're just living normal life. They're making money, they're working towards their goals just like you. But they're actually working because they don't have this perception of, I don't need a job, give me 6 months and I'm a millionaire. They know that it's gonna take years to get the job, the degree, and then eventually get the promotions. And I'm not saying that's the route we need to follow, but we need to replicate their work hours. You know, Harvard students, for example, they're studying even more than the entrepreneurs you're watching, man. They're studying like 15 hours a day, they're not sleeping to get into those universities. They're grinders. We need to be like that, you know. We can't just view down on them because they're planning to go the traditional route. They're still human beings who are putting in fucking effort and we are not, you know. We gotta work just like they are. And sure, you can say, oh, I know some people on Discord and I kinda relate to that, you know. I view myself as a bigger person than them because I got on this journey, they didn't. But this also transfers into real life because, you know, if you live in a little town, a small city, the people there aren't all like these rich, successful yacht guys. Most of them are like kind of broke, like actually broke. What are you supposed to do? Just quote a 50-year-old bakery worker who makes like pizzas. You're gonna call him a Jeffrey because he's working a job and he's providing for his children? Obviously you're not. So be aware of the fact that regular people like Jeffries, they're still people and most of them are much better than you realize. Keep that in mind. And focus on yourself. You know those other people, the crabs, the raps, whatever they're called nowadays. They're not that relevant to you, are they? You don't give a fuck if he's working this job or that job. Put in your own hours. Get your own success. Help other people, those who are close to you. That's all it comes down to, man. Bye bye.